I'm sorry, we have no vacancies tonight. We're fully booked.
There are some other hotels up the street. Do you know anything about them? Can you recommend another hotel?
There's the Rouleau Hotel.
I don't know if they have any rooms over at the Rouleau Hotel right now, but I would advise you to avoid it. It's just such a very sad and depressing place right now. They had a terrible tragedy there recently. A despondent maid went into the hotel's basement and she doused her dress with gasoline and set herself on fire. She walked back and forth across the basement like a human torch. Her screams of agony could be heard throughout the hotel, and she died shortly afterwards in the hospital. So that's just not an uplifting place to stay. I wouldn't go there.
There's the Southern Hotel.
The Southern Hotel, I would cross that off your list. They tend to attract a lot of bums and other people like that, and it's hurting their reputation. Recently, their hotel porter decided to take matters into his own hands. The porter found this drunken man who had passed out on the upper landing of the hotel. Evidently, this guy was a friend of a guest at the hotel, and the porter picked him up and threw him down the steep staircase of the hotel. The result was a fractured skull, and the police began a murder investigation. But the fallen man did regain consciousness, but he couldn't remember what had happened to him. So the manslaughter charges or murder charges got thrown out. So if you do stay there, my best advice is not to mess around with that porter or even appear drunk when you go inside.
There's the Colonnade Hotel.
They might have rooms available at the Colonnade Hotel, but if they do have a room available, I recommend using the stairs and staying away from the elevator. They had a terrible accident with that elevator just this week, which resulted in a death. An elevator assistant was cleaning some of the windows from the elevator shaft when the chief hotel operator of the elevator decided to make an elevator run. The elevator's counterweight crushed the young man, and his screams were heard throughout the hotel. Many guests came to the scene, and when they did so, they found this young man's spine had been completely crushed. His body was so compacted into the shaft that workmen had to use crowbars to free it up. And evidently, the hotel had to pay for a good deal of psychological counseling for all of the hotel guests who watched this happen. So I would avoid the elevator. I don't know if it's shut down, but it's probably closed for now. And if you don't mind taking the stairs, then that might be an option. I'm sorry we weren't able to offer you a room tonight, but at least I hope that you find a safe place to stay and don't have to sleep in the gutter or some dangerous hotel. To stay updated about dangerous places in the city, you may want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay fully informed. Until next, safe dreams and safe travels.